This video is gonna be me just talking about SAO for 11 minutes straight. Like every type of arc spoiler type of 11 minutes. I'm talking about everything. My thoughts, my opinions, stuff like that. The entirety of SAO, when they was in the Navy gear, very enjoyable to watch, especially I've rewatched SAO so many times. Back then I did. Now I don't. It's been so many years since I watched it, but excuse me. I don't know. Okay, I know how Asuna survived the end of SAO because she did die, but when we get to SLO arc, she's alive, and that creepy fairy dude kept her alive, which I felt like that arc was very unnecessary. For what he was trying to do, I felt like that was very uncalled for, very unnecessary of an arc. And I felt like that arc should have been thrown somewhere else, or at least changed that part of the plot to it. I felt like that was unnecessary. Now GGO, Death Gun. Oh, that was such a great arc. It was such a great arc, and then the spinoff to it, very great too. That was also great. Very perfection. 10 out of 10. And let's see. And then they had another scene like that in I don't know the Alice arc, I guess. I don't know what they call it, but the Alice arc, they had another scene like that in there as well, when it was them two girls and they got kidnapped by them two dudes, and they was also being weird. Well, they are weird. They was being weird. Like, I felt like that was just unnecessary stuff to throw in there. This is not Berserker. I don't need, you feel me? I feel like that was very unnecessary. Especially for that show, I felt like it was unnecessary. For any show, it's unnecessary. I feel like scenes like that are not needed. I feel like some people only put it in there for character, for the depth of the character. And I understand, I guess. And then you had that sad arc with Yuki and the girl with the AIDS, and everybody she played with died. Remind me of when I watched Angel Beats for the first time. For that same type of sadness, Your Line April type of sadness, And I felt like that was great too. Even they all died though, which is very sad. But I feel like it was still great though. For what it was, I felt like it was great. And then you had, what else? I mean, it's kind of like, I did watch that movie that came out recently. It was nothing new. It wasn't nothing new though. And then let's see, I've been playing some Fatal Bullet. I had posted a video about that. And then I just don't think, like, another thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about how they be giving Kirito magical PTSD. And what I mean by that is, they gave him PTSD for people that didn't deserve it. I mean, they gave him PTSD for people that deserve to die, is what I mean. Like, why are you feeling bad for murderers? They whole clan, Black Coffin, or whatever they call themselves, they whole clan was strictly to murder people. And I felt like there was no reason to give him PTSD on that. But for one group in particular, who I think that, he did have PTSD from it though, but it wasn't as bad as the other ones, because he kept having it. When he got out of the nerve gear, was the first group that he took into that trap room and he couldn't save him, or he didn't try to save him. I'd say that when he had took him to that, yeah, that's the only time I'd be like, okay, that's understandable, because you could have saved him, you could have did something, and he didn't. He did nothing, and he let them die basically. Even though we all know if that girl ended up surviving, it would be him and Kirito and not Asuna, but. And then you had Asuna with her mom, just a bunch of stuff, really. They had some, and then what really is like, Kirito is like a crackhead in the sense of him doing, he doesn't have a reason to keep doing this. He's doing it just because. Like, I don't even remember, like, when I got to the Alice arc, when, you know, it was him and that dude, Iego, something like that. It starts with an E. I just can't pronounce it right. My bad. But when I had got there and everything was like, I'm like, what is going on? Why is he just, you know, a little kid now? Or like, I'm confused. I'm confused, right? And it turns out he's in a nerve gear. Or he's not in a nerve gear, but he's in, like, you know, in the VR, in like a little machine or whatever. And I'm like, why is he, like, I felt like he had no reason to still continue to do that, though. That's what I feel like. I feel like the government could have handled that on its own. And for him to say he had, you know, PTSD from all the other stuff, you know, you would think, you know, he would try to stay away from it or try to be better, but he didn't. And here's the wheelchair. Oh my God, Kirito in that wheelchair. I felt like there was just another unnecessary thing. I felt like, you know, I felt like there was just no point. I felt like there was no point in that, because we all knew he was gonna have to wake up sooner or later. You know, I felt like there was just no point in doing it. And then I think for what made for me, what made SAO so great was the danger it brought. The danger SAO brought, I felt like that played a big part, because you had these kids, teenagers, whatever, in these nerve gears, old people probably in these nerve gears, right? And they couldn't take them off, and if they died in the game, they died in real life, right? That's that sense of danger. That's the danger they're in, right? And so you knew even if they held bar 1-0, they couldn't respawn. It was GG's. And I think the SAO has lost the danger. You know, it lost the danger when it comes to the shows and stuff. The danger is gone. You know, the danger is gone. There's no more danger. But the games they be dropping though, are fire. They coming out with another one, Fractured Dream. I will be playing that. Yes, I will. And there's just no more danger in it, man. It's just not. And what I felt like what the creator could do, or I don't know if SAO is still going on. I feel like if the creator was to write another arc, there would only be one way for him to bring the danger back into it. And I'd say, because we all know Black Coffin, right? For them to get with someone powerful enough, I feel like they could. The people that made the Alice clone, the Black Coffin people, could kidnap that dude, then get him to make more evil clones, right? And then they're gonna try to take over the entirety of Tokyo, Japan. You know, I feel like that would be a great way, for one, to bring the danger back into it, and two, to put these characters' lives in real danger, right? That's what I feel like. And I think I would probably have everybody get murked. Everybody get murked. It won't be a happy ending. That's what I say. Have Kirito Asuna sacrifice themselves, kill the evil guy, but the world is saved, type of deal, right? And I feel like, the only way to make people satisfied with a happy ending is that it has to happen naturally. It has to happen naturally. It can't be forced. A happy ending cannot be forced. You can't force these characters to be alive at the end for the satisfaction of the other character, if that makes sense. And that might be the only reason, But yeah, I am out of here.